lot of ups and downs, you could say, for this Spanish side during their group stage. But when you think about your perception of Spain prior to the tournament starting to now, after watching them through group stage matches, how has your opinion of this team changed?
It's very interesting to say this, but I will say they should probably take credence from what the successes of Argentina did last tournament, which was, of course, they started slow in 2022 and obviously went on to become champions. What you need to understand is not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And most importantly, I've seen improvements with this Spain team as the tournament has progressed. The Uruguay performance was maybe the one that was the most questionable, because we gave the Cabo Verde one in terms of the plaudits and all the flowers to Cabo Verde because they showed us something that we weren't quite aware of. And in fairness to Spain, and this goes down to the preparation, they weren't probably aware in terms of the levels of discipline that Cabo Verde were going to show. Saudi Arabia was better because it really showcased, I would say, more fluidity, more seen, and all of a sudden we saw Lamine Yamal and what he can do as well. But then now we're getting to the knockout stages. I need to see an element of consistency. I want to understand in terms of what the fluidity is. This team came in here with an incredible undefeated record and is showcased in terms of from the European Championships to where they are right now. They are definitively, if not the best team in the world, and definitely up there in the top two. And we need to see more confidence and more, I would say, growth throughout this tournament to really establish themselves if they want to win it all.
You're traveling with the Spanish national team around North America with them. What do you make of this team right now as we head into the round of 32 in their first knockout match?
Well, it's interesting, the separation, the differences between what the camp feels and what we feel in the outside. In the outside, we see a team that is not hitting all cylinders, that there is not much fluidity, that Lamine Yamal is not great yet, that the wingers are either injured or recovering form, and they're absolutely essential for Spain. And against Uruguay, it was hard to watch. It was competitive, yes. There was a lot of bots in the performance. In the camp, they were taken aback by the draw against Cabo Verde, and the plans changed a little bit. The idea was to rotate, to use more players. They've only used 18, one of the teams, the candidates, the favorites that have used the least amount of players, because then it became about winning, and they managed to get 2 wins. And this squad was put together thinking the group stage will be passed, and from then on, those players that are not fit, they will get fitter. And actually, if you look at it, yes, Victor Muñoz, who came on injured, has already had a couple of training sessions, the winger that has been signed by Liverpool. Lamine Yamal, he says, I can play 90 minutes. All right, he can play probably 75, 80 minutes. That's more than the 20 minutes he did at the beginning against Cabo Verde. It looked like we were going to lose Jeremy Pino and Nico Williams, another 2 wingers that are key to Spain, but they should be ready for the quarters. So all of a sudden you can, basically the players, and Luis de la Fuente has been telling us another story, which is, cheer up, the World Cup starts now.
Guillaume, I want to focus on what you just spoke about, the differences between how the media are perceiving it and, of course, most importantly, what's happening inside of the camp. Why do you feel like there's still that internal confidence? Is it because of the credit they've built over the last couple of years, or is there something else that we're missing?
Now you said you hit the head in the nail, or the nail in the head, because I always get that one wrong. Because it's 35 games without losing, number one, and we've got Lamine Yamal, and obviously we're only seeing 50 minutes of training, a couple of days in between games, but they see it all the time. And then when you have any doubt, Spain have been very clever putting Lamine Yamal talking to the media. He did that 2 days ago, and you hear him, and it's like, okay, yes, we shouldn't doubt you, because he goes like, we're going to win this. And it probably doesn't mean it, but it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that there is the confidence, there is the belief in his teammates. But okay, if you want to see things that should improve, it's the work around Lamine Yamal, which is the best right back next to him. And what does the right back have to do? I asked a question to Marcos Llorente. What do you do? You've got Lamine in front of you, and it's like, okay, it's not like Atletico Madrid that I keep running in behind until I'm found. I actually don't want to go with Lamine this is the right back, because I will drag with me another defender. So it's better to leave him 1v1. So there starts to be a synergy that has to be created by training and obviously by playing. I don't think it'll be Llorente. I think it'll be Pedro Porro. And in terms of fluidity, yes, a little bit missing with Olmo, who was against Saudi Arabia. It was better, and I think Olmo is returning. It'll be probably the same lineup that it was Saudi Arabia, which I think in terms of where with the ball, it will be the best Spain that they can offer.
So, Guillaume, you're saying the World Cup starts now for this team.